Hello, my name is Malcolm Smith, and today I want to give a presentation on mudskippers because I find the mudskipper to be an interesting fish and I feel more people should know about them. With that being said, let's get started with the various species and types of mudskipper that is known by science. The mudskippers belong to the goby family, and there are over 32 species and 10 genera of mudskippers. However, the reported number of species and genera varies because of disagreements about which fish deserve the common name of mudskipper. And with that being said, I will now list a couple types of mudskipper. This includes, but are not limited to, the African, blue-spotted, dusty-gilled, elongated, giant, gold-spotted, great blue, Indian, silverline, slender, and the yellow-spotted mudskippers. Mudskippers can be found in many tropical countries. They can also be found in places such as West Africa, Taiwan, Australia, Indonesia, Polynesia, the Philippines, and the islands of Samoa and Tonga, where they are found around the coastline. Mudskippers usually live in muddy areas that are next to a body of water. They are found in brackish waters, which is a mixture of salt and fresh water, of swamps, mud flats, mangroves, estuaries, marshes, tide pools, and other tropical or subtropical habitats. Mudskippers have a long body which can be between 2.75 to 12 inches. They have an extraordinarily strong muscular body so that they can move along easily when on land, have speckled brown skin that looks like mud, and frog-like eyes that sit on the top of their heads. Mudskippers use their special mouths to filter feed the mud for nutrients, tiny plants, tiny animals, and some mudskippers will actually eat fish, insect, worms, crustaceans, and smaller mudskippers. And mudskippers are actually carnivorous. Mudskippers have a variety of anatomical adaptations that allow the mudskipper to move and breathe on land. In fact, the mudskipper spends 85 to 95% of their time out of water. They also have special fins that work as legs that they use to skip around, and they can also adapt well to their environments. When a mudskipper comes on land, it will close its gill chambers to trap water in the air inside so that they keep breathing. They also perform cutaneous breathing like amphibians, in which they breathe through their skin and mouth lining, and their gill chambers will expand for maximum oxygen absorption, making it look like it has puffed cheeks. Mudskippers will use their pelvic and pectoral fins to launch and move themselves when on land. This movement is known as crutching, because it looks like they're using crutches to move. They can also flip their tails and bodies from side to side to propel themselves and even launch up to 2 feet in the air. They can also even climb trees and rocks with their fins. A mudskipper will build his burrow in a J, U, or V shape, taking the mud in the mouth and spitting it away from the burrow. Mudskippers will sometimes build a wall around their burrows as well to help trap in water and also ward off other mudskippers and creatures. They also have a pocket of air inside their burrows. When a mudskipper enters mating season, males will do various displays to attract a female crossing its territory. They will exhibit intense colorations of the body and fins, and they will also show their brightly colored throats to rivals during mating season to ward off competition as well. Mudskippers will also do various physical things, like erecting dorsal fins, doing push-ups, body undulations, jumping, flipping, and in fact, one species will actually stand on their tail for a brief moment of time to attract a female to its burrow. When a mudskipper attracts a female, the female will lay eggs on the wall or ceiling in the chamber of the mudskipper's burrow. Then, the male mudskipper will chase up the female and take care of the eggs by bringing in gulpfuls of air into the egg chamber until they are ready to hatch. And then it will flood the chamber when it is time for them to hatch. Mudskippers are a very territorial fish, and will compete with each other for mates and burrows, especially during mating season. The males will sometimes use something known as flagging, which they raise and lower their dorsal fins. They also shake their heads and open their mouth in the gape, and will sometimes chase away rivals. Mudskippers have various predators, including birds, large fish, reptiles, and other mudskippers in some instances. Some examples of these predators include herons and snakes, but will also have another predator in the form of humans. Mudskippers are apparently are a good eat according to some people, and are even cultured for food. They are placed in clean water and for a few days to remove the muddy taste of them, and are even eaten and sold in Asia. In fact, there are some Chinese fish markets in New York that will sell live mudskippers. You can even keep mudskippers as pets, and they make very interesting pets as well. They are curious about what is happening around them, and will eat and feed from a person's hand. They make for interesting pets, but take a lot to care for. Mudskippers are very territorial, so they need a lot of space. They need brackish water with specific gravity from 1.003 to 1.015, and the temperature of the water must be between 75 and 85 degrees. They also may make sure there's enough land for the mudskipper to roam on, and it's best to keep them alone. That's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed. Here are various sources I use for the presentation. I hope you come away thinking that mudskippers are a very interesting creature, because they are. And hopefully, maybe you'll even get them as pets. Thanks for watching.